You know what's funny about being a software developer? People think we spend all day writing code. Honestly, coding is probably the easiest part of the job. Let me show you what actually happens. Every developer has heard this before. Let's have a quick 5-minute meeting. 5 minutes later, you're still discussing what the meeting is actually about. Congratulations. Your morning is officially gone. Then your manager says, "It's just one small feature." Sounds simple, right? 5 minutes later, that one feature somehow becomes dark mode, notifications, analytics, an AI assistant, a mobile app, and somehow you're rebuilding the entire product. Then comes the client. First they say, "Wow, the website looks amazing." You're feeling proud. Then they hit you with, "Can you make it more modern?" You do. Then, "Actually, can you make it look exactly like Apple, but completely different?" At that point, your brain just gives up. Every morning I walk into the office thinking, today I'm going to finish everything. I have a nice little to-do list. Finish the dashboard, fix bugs, deploy the app. Then somehow, it's 5:30, and the only thing I managed to finish was replying to emails. Then QA sends a message. There's just one tiny bug. You open the report. 127 screenshots, 43 videos, 19 steps to reproduce. Apparently, their definition of tiny is very different from mine. Right when you're ready to code, the designer says, "I updated the Figma." You open the file. Every single screen is red. Every button moved. Every spacing changed. Congratulations, you're starting over. Then comes my favorite bug. Everything works perfectly. On my laptop, the client opens it. Nothing works. Now everyone's looking at me like I personally broke the internet. Finally, everything is fixed. You click deploy. The progress bar reaches 99% and just stops. Everyone in the office is staring at the screen. Nobody says a word. We're all silently praying. People ask me, how much coffee do developers drink? The answer is simple. The amount of coffee is directly proportional to the number of bugs. When the coffee reaches 0, so does my ability to think. Then the manager walks over. No pressure. Meanwhile, the deadline is Monday morning, it's Friday afternoon. And somehow, that sentence creates more pressure than the deadline itself. People think developers memorize everything. Absolutely not. Our real workflow is Google, Stack Overflow, ChatGPT, VS Code, production, and somehow, it actually works. Finally, it's 6 o'clock. Laptop packed, bag on my shoulder. I'm already thinking about dinner. Then the manager smiles and says, one last thing. Those 3 words have destroyed more weekends than bugs ever could. At night, I dream about a world with no bugs, no meetings, no client changes. Life is peaceful. Then my alarm rings, Slack notification. Urgent. And just like that, reality is back. So if you ever see a software developer staring silently at a screen, don't worry. We're not doing nothing. We're just trying to figure out who thought just one small change was a good idea. See you in the next one.